Alright. So we talked to the bartender. Tomcat isn't here yet, but let's go check the dance floor. Anyone here? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Rad dance. Well, this person has an I don't know. This seems an important person. I think I've seen them on the prologue. Didn't they appear in the prologue? Anyway. Rad dancer and dancer. These people are not important though. They're just random background characters. Look at the table. But first, obviously, we need to look at the objects. These fancy tables have little touchscreens where you can order drinks in the bar and browse the mesh. Fancy smart tables. Touch it. You don't have anything good to put on it or under it. ID card. You slide your ID on the table and drink menu pops up. Milk. Don't leave it there. Someone might think it's safe to drink, and then they will die because the milk explodes in their stomach. A drink menu is constantly being read out, forever and ever. You know, instead of waiters, I guess, it's just an automatic drink menu. That would be efficient. I don't know, do they do that these days actually? I wonder if they do that. I mean, obviously not right now because of the quarantine and everything and the pandemic, but you know, maybe in like more modern restaurants, I wonder if they actually do that. Instead of like a waiter coming up to you, it's like, hello, you know, what's your order? You know, you just click on the thing and then they just appear. No, none of that like icky social interaction, you know? Anyway, some dancers on the floor, I guess. The party never stops at Stardust. Open 24 hours a day. A lot of people there. In the background, you work your way into the crowd and show off some of your best moves for a while. You do the boogie. That was fun. They look really hyped to dance in front of this table, I guess. Talk. Hype dancer. Alright, let's dance. Do you know anyone by the name Tomcat? Sorry, you got the wrong person. I was dancing with someone named Tomcat a little while ago, though. No idea where they are now. Try checking the bar. They got some wicked drinks, by the way. Here's my ID. Your pick is there. It's hella cute. Come dance with me. Okay. Milk. Let's do. What's that smell? Well, now they don't want to dance because of the smell. Don't need those to dancing. Dancing. That's incorrect grammar. Dancing. Let's dancing. That makes no sense. They're really dancing right now. Really rad. Really rad. Dude. Hey, what's up? Having a good time? Anyone know named Tomcat? Nah, sorry, never heard of him. You should check out the arcade. Arcade. Long ways ahead. Or a long ways away? I don't know where the arcade is actually. At the very least I have to leave. You know, I don't want to leave. Here's my ID. Wanna dance? No. Already danced. Ew. Just ew. That's a sweet pair of headphones. I guess that's it. There's another table. This is, I assume, the same table, the same description. No, actually slightly different. The tables can seem so lonely when everyone's off dancing, but it can't be helped for now. Stardust always has nice, firm tables. Knock on wood. Or rather, knock on plastic. Or is it metal? I don't know. It's made of the bones of the dead, actually. It's cyber cracked. Once again, milk. Smell will make everyone evacuate the dance floor. Maybe that's what we want. Everyone should leave. We just ruined the business. So many different cocktails. Yeah. Okay, talk to you. Or look at you first. A woman stands at a drink table, quietly people watching. Oh, yes. Touch? I don't know if I should touch. Touch! You got a death wish, Slider. Okay. Yes? Can I help you? Your hair reminds me of Makoto Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. I think that's her name. That's what she reminds me of, the hair anyway. Except she has, I guess, animal ears? I don't know what kind of ears they would be. What do those ears represent? Anyway. Are you Tomcat? I mean, they would, you know, makes sense because the ears, Tomcat. Anyway. Oh wait, I get it. You headed right up to the chick with the ears because of course she'd be the one with the cat name. Ah yes. Unfreaking believable. Find them yourself, jerk. Don't get your fur in a knot. Sorry, I guess I should have assumed. I don't know. You guess? Look, I'm cruising for cuties right now, and cat jokes are the biggest turnoff, alright? I don't know where Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere. And one more thing. Don't expect others to be so kind, or even me most times. Okay. You want to talk about the hybrid thing? Cool. No one's gonna trying to hide it. You won't have an easy time avoiding it at this club. The jokes, puns, and worse, assumptions that will get you blacklisted fast. We don't all have the energy to handhold genotypical people who can't spare 10 seconds to pull out their ROM and look things up. Okay. If you try to pet me, your arm is coming off. We clear? Sorry, did you say genotypical? Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to. I'm bouncing before you throw up a hair. I don't know, let's not be so confrontational. I feel a little, confrontational. Fine. Let Tomcat know we're looking if you see them. Yeah, alright, whatever. Let's get moving. Well, I did mention it was the ears. I didn't think it was the ears. I feel you're assuming a little there, is all I'm saying, anyway. You're assuming that I'm assuming that you're assuming that I'm assuming that everyone's assuming some, and whatever, anyway. Hey there, I heard you were looking for me, okay? Tomcat? You're Tomcat? I remember actually, you were a character in Valhalla, right? The secret character anyway? I remember trying to find those Easter eggs in that game. Are you Tomcat? Yours truly, Doll. Okay, Doll. Don't call me Doll. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly. I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh? No. Is that why that woman was giving me such a hard time? Nah, you're fine. Jess is just a mite prickly pair on the outside. She'd probably give hell to most strays folks she hasn't made a deal with. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? A friend of yours, Hayden, has just gone missing without no saying he was going to meet you. You see, Hayden's missing. Well, that's one way to start my night. I already saw you guys little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now. You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement. Sure thing, hun. I helped reprogram the back end of your OS so the AI code Hayden and Raphael would work properly with the mesh network. I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me? Not much more on that end. I'm a crackshot making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole lot different can of worms. Wait on my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with? Seriously though, what is Jess's I was gonna say, there's some analogies you can make. Definitely this game kind of advertised itself to be, inclusive, I guess. There's some parallels you could draw. I think she was, I don't know if it's on the nose or not, but definitely she was doing the whole educate yourself, it's not my problem, educate yourself because blah 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 blah, stuff like that. I don't know what you call it exactly. I've seen it before, and I don't think it's a bad notion or anything, just because when you're ignorant, I guess, you shouldn't expect other people to teach you everything. You should figure out yourself. At the same time though, Jess is a little rude about it. I don't know, It was just like a small thing, and then being rude to me. You're rude to me, I'll be rude to you. But I don't know. It kind of reminds. I'm gonna be okay. This is like a big tangent. Well, not really a big tangent, but a small tangent, I guess. But it just reminds me of a time in university, actually, where that sort of thing actually happened. I don't know if I want to get into this, but I guess I'll mention it now. But like, I remember in class, it didn't happen to me necessarily, but it happened to somebody else, where that kind of thing did actually happen. I think someone assumed it really happened, but like, someone assumed someone's gender, and the person said, or I can't remember exactly what it was. I don't know, but maybe not gender. It was something else actually. I think I'm misremembering it. But basically, there was two people. One person was saying something, in front of the class, because we were doing some kind of like thing. We were just sharing things in the class. We're talking about a book, I think, or something. I think it was the creative writing class, by the way, that I mentioned before. But she said something about something. I can't remember what it was, but it was about something. And she was like ignorant about it, so she wasn't sure about the right word. And so this other person says like, oh, you should educate yourself, It's not my problem that you didn't know. So, whatever. I can't remember what they said exactly, but he was really rude about it. I don't know. It was the same thing. It was the same thing with Jess, or I assume this is Jess, one of the ears, because they're referring to Jess anyway. He was really rude about it, and like, I don't know, man. I don't, how SJWs or whatever, the word SJW was a bit of a meme, I guess. I feel like it's less of a thing these days, but definitely at least a few years back, everyone online kept saying SJW, social justice warrior, whatever. People who are basically very much involved in social issues, I guess, or whatever. I always didn't like the word because it feels a little dismissive. It's as if you can't talk about social issues at all, because it feels like, oh, if you bring it up, that means you're ruining the fun for everybody else. And it's like, I feel like there's ways to do things, there's ways to talk about something without being overbearing or whatever, and I feel like it's a little dismissive to just say, oh, you're SJW, stop talking now, shut up. It's like, well, that's rude too, right? You shouldn't do it the other way. However, the one example in my life where I truly believe that maybe someone was a little bit, fitting into that stereotype a little bit, was definitely that person who was like, oh, you're ignorant about this thing? Well, too bad. You should educate yourself, it's not my problem. And it's like, well, I get it, like, I understand what you're saying, but why be so rude about it? I don't know. They were genuinely, like, the person who didn't know was genuinely ignorant about it. They weren't saying like, because I feel like the appropriate time to say that is if someone is literally like hounding you, that they're saying something very ignorant, but they don't stop. They don't stop to say like, oh, I am ignorant. They don't admit that they're actually maybe overstepping their bounds or whatever it is. Whether gender or whatever, I don't know. But that's the only time maybe you should say that. But otherwise, though, it's kind of a overreaction to say that because the person did admit that they were ignorant, that they didn't know. So I don't know. I guess it depends on the context. Anyway, that's just what it reminds me of. The one time that someone really got mean about it. Basically, that's the only time, though. Otherwise, though, I still think, in my head and in my opinion, the word SJW is just kind of like a dumb stereotype that doesn't really characterize real people, Anyway, what am I talking about? Seriously, though, what is Jess's problem, though? I'm gonna say that. Don't you worry about Jess none. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. Because because we're assholes. She's a caustic jerk. I probably should just, I don't know, I shouldn't just say anything yet. Good call. I don't know what her problem is, so I'm not gonna say. Anyway. Any more questions? As it suits you, hung? Tell us about yourself. Why not? Sure, why not? Who are you? Sure. You may not even have heard me in the news way back when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers. Ooh, cause one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or a malicious criminal. Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige. He's a hacker. Excuse. Why hack into Parallax? Man, to see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government. I guess it is. I mean, cyberpunk, maybe a little bit in real life, but like, in cyberpunk in particular, corporations are way stronger than the government. What's the deal with the accent? Are you from the south? Okay, is Tomcat doing like a southern kind of accent kind of thing, maybe? I wasn't really picking up on that. I guess a little like, hun, honey, hun. They say hun. So which is it? Kid genius or malicious criminal? I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. Cracking, like digital hacking? Digital cracking? I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow. Mostly. Sometimes. Okay. Oh, who am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave. What's the deal with the accent? I don't know if we should say that. That's a weird thing to say. Sure, dog. I don't even know this person. I'm asking about their accent. How do you know Hayden? Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. LIPS. It puzzled me at the time since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man. What's he working on? Mostly that little bot you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turing is all I knew about. My computer runs on Lips OS. I didn't know ROMs did too. It's a powerful OS, and since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figure out how much more efficient it is. I guess imagine like Windows running on a robot. It's focused on learning algorithms so it can tailor itself to each user's habits, and it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files. Yes, whatever that means, whatever that meant. Can you explain like I'm an idiot, please? It's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user has tagged as private. It's handy in dense population areas like Neo SF, since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck. Yes. So regular cables, I assume. Do you know why he may have gone missing? I don't rightfully know. I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior. Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden has some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything. How do we find him? I'm not real sure, hun. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself. Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? You say cache? Oh, cache. What about like cold hard cash, like money cash? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get at all the clues we can find. Or best to get all the clues we can find. Data cache would be the best place to start. Alright, I'll do that, I guess. Good luck. Turing, you keep him out of trouble. Okay. You still rude to me, by the way? Yeah, shoots you look after your stay. The elusive tomcat in the flesh. How about some milk to break the ice? Is this supposed to be another oh, well, I didn't mean to do, I didn't mean that. I didn't even think it was a cat ears anyway. They don't like, to me they don't look like cat ears. They look like some kind of other animal. I don't know. Here's my ID. What? Why should I care about that? I don't know. My name. Is my name? No? I saw you found Tomcat. What else do you want from me? Can that make you mad? Can we just chill? I don't know what the right thing is to say. Did I make? I mean, Captain Obvious here. Hopefully nothing ever again. That's just rude. And can we just chill? It might be a little condescending. You know, nothing works. This is why I don't like social interaction. I make you mad. Among other things, I don't honestly want to talk to you about it. It happens. I'm not here to collect your tears and put you on some path to salvation or whatever. Oh, here we go again. If you need someone to absolve you of your guilt, go to a confession. No, not me. Look, a mouse! I'll do better. Sure you will. What, do you want a cookie we're trying? Don't make it my problem again. Okay. I wonder if that's always a thing when you meet Jess somehow. I mean, there was another option, but maybe we've got the wrong option. Anyway, go over here. What's over here? Jess so rude. She looks... By the way, she looks cute though. Jess looks cute. But... very mean. We wouldn't get along in real life, to be honest. Like, I don't disagree with her necessarily. About, you know, the whole thing about assuming certain things about a person, but at the same time, she's just very rude. I don't know. She probably has like a backstory about how like she has bad things happen to her or something, you know, very mistrustful or something. I don't know. Very tsundere. It's an arcade cabinet, mega phobiter? Only the most goal shootingest, goal blastingest fun you'll have this side of the bay. Use it. Scan. Play the game. Still a minigame? It's a minigame, alright. It's a game within the game. Begin the dream. Do I just shoot? What do I do? I just shoot this thing? I don't know what to do. Just shoot? Oh, it's like, oh, okay. Oh, that was the targeting reticle. I thought it was like an actual thing I had to shoot. Lips. Ah, shoot. Why? How do I recharge? Okay, so you have to just click on stuff to recharge? I'm not sure. Seems like it's like a light gun game, sort of, but not really. Eyes, okay. Reminds me of a game I played recently. An RPG game. Mouth and eyes. Shoot, shoot, shoot! I guess gameplay. By the way. You know, narrative-driven games often are criticized for not having gameplay. This one has this, so... Shoot everything. High score! Give me the high score! Also, everything's glitching, by the way. If you die in the game, you die in real life, because this game's actually cursed. I think I got hit. I probably got hit multiple times already, most likely. Still have a health bar in charge. Is there an end to this game, by the way, or you lose and then get to leave, or does it just go on forever? Blast away! Ah! Ah, yes. That's scary. I didn't know this was a horror game. I got a score though. 13,700. Nah, that was terrifying. However, I believe you beat it. You did. Amazing. A high score, for sure. Those ghosts will think twice before messing with you again. Good thing, too. I can't speak. Good thing, too. Milk. You'll destroy much more than ghosts with that. I guess this was like a cursed arcade cabinet. Not a good idea if the headphones radiation could screw the logic board inside the cavity. If that happens, the unexplainable will transpire. The undead will rule the earth. Or arcade punk. This punk doesn't look too into what they're planning. Or planning? No, playing, rather. Touch him. Hands off the joystick, buzzer. Hey, have you checked out Megaphobiter? Heard the machine was donated to Stardust recently, but haven't been having problems since it got here. Hey, something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss, you know? Spoil my hero's milk? That'd be a terrible power-up. It would just decrease your health bar. You have to pay to play these? You don't? That's great. Free games. This is the barrier between the arcade and the VIP section. Apparently, being isolated far away from the bar, dance floor, and video games make you important somehow. Yes. What if we just create a place where it's just VIP, where it's just a quiet place to talk to people? Wouldn't that be nice? Instead of all this. Guess that's it. Can I talk to you about anything else? Where you am? Oh, more stuff. I don't want any of this. No, run away! Fine, I'll just get green tea again. I actually didn't want to like just get another drink. Oh well, I'll get another drink, I guess. Green tea, 2 green teas. Do I actually get a green tea? I do actually. Look at it. I'm gonna look at it. Non-alcoholic, just green tea because it's that good. Well, maybe, but probably there's gonna be like a quest that's gonna involve getting like a drink for someone, most likely. If I had to guess. Oh, sure, somebody. That hit the spot. Drink, you drink. Drink a drink. Drink a drink. All right, let's leave. To the map. Well, we can go back here. Wasn't there like an arcade as well? Oh, can we do that? I mentioned like an arcade, right? This is home. Can I scroll down? Oh, I guess that's it. I don't know. They mentioned like an arcade on the map. Or was it in the bar? Maybe it was in the club actually, because we did go to arcade, but you know, it was like part of the club more than anything else. So yeah. Anyway, let's go back to Hayden's apartment again. Go back and forth. Oh, here's a robot. NSFPD 83. Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo San Francisco Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location. That's my friend's place. Everything okay? I am sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen. And again there though. That would not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo SFPD personnel may enter. I am required by law to inform you that I am set at level 2 guard mode, and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate. I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Alright, Turing, how about you use your super robot? Didn't Turing said they could like rip my arms off? How about you rip this robot's arm off, you know? Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by the city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so. We should go ahead and get moving. Kill it, murder it, destroy it. Drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control. I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache? Yes, use gun. Murder. I have a contact inside the Neo SFPD, I do. Yeah, maybe we should just let the police take over. And then I quit the game, because they'll be it. I don't think it's wise to rely on them. Even if there's already an open case, we still can't disregard the possibility of someone putting pressure on the authorities to cover things up. Plus, the statistics I'm reading from the Meshness show a disastrously low success rate for missing persons cases handled by the Neo SFPD. We need things quiet, honest, and efficient. You and I can do that best, I guess. It's like random journalists versus the entire police department. Maybe you'll get lucky and find Hayden, but we should continue investigations on our own. I'm not a private detective, buddy. I mean, even private detectives don't really have the right to investigate certain crimes. They can only do so out of their own interests, but otherwise, they're not technically supposed to. But we'll just have to make sure we don't draw extra attention to Hayden's predicament. At least they don't have the authority to, anyway, to investigate cases. But I guess it's not really like a criminal case. I mean, it could be a criminal case, but for now, it's not really a criminal case, it's just a missing persons case. Now that I think about it, can you imagine how the police would react to a report being made by the world's first sapient robot? I really don't feel like being confiscated as evidence today. Don't worry, Turing, I'll make sure you don't get probed. I feel better already. I do have a contact, apparently. Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history. Lexi, apparently. Oh, Lexi, I think that's a familiar name, because I think I've seen it in Valhalla. I think she's also a camo character in that game. She's kind of new to this jurisdiction, but she'll talk to me. Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister. Okay. I must have missed that link in your history, somehow. You have a very poor net presence, Slider. You gotta up your social media game. It makes anticipating your needs more difficult. You need to share more information online. You know, you need to just give up all your information online, so that everyone just knows who you are and what you do, where you're at, and every single thing in every single second that you do forever. I prefer it that way, actually. No, I prefer it that way. I don't need to share everything about my life. In my opinion, anyway. Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books. Yes, corruption? That's just corruption, by the way, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance. That'll be Detective Rivers' Turing. Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for peddling titles around Detective Rivers? That's what I recommend, okay. Well, I was gonna say it's up to you. Usually it's the person that is... If they want a title, they will be the one asking for it, but I guess it's more so implying that we should, because otherwise she'll punch us in the face, I guess. Done and done, we wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now, lead the way. Alright, so we can't go to Hayden's apartment just yet. We have to get permission to get past this police bot first. In the case of video games, always a roundabout way. there's no conflict or obstacles, it wouldn't be a video game, I guess. Or, well, I mean, just a general story. Excuse me, I'm just drinking some water. Good old water. The Neo San Francisco Police Station for the Richmond District has all the charm of, well, any other police department. Okay, that's what it says, okay. Crime status. Let's look at the crime status. It's a map showing police activity in Neo San Francisco. Touch it. The map has enough fingerprints as it is. Talk to it. The screen doesn't have a speech recognition module. How obsolete, you know? Everything has voice activation these days in 2064. Or what year we are? We're 2064, right? The screen blues, but it doesn't really do anything. Milk. The milk which is splattered drip down the glass screen, and headphones. You sync up the headphones, and the police scanner begins to broadcast in your ears. Dispatch, we have a bunch of drunk and rowdy teens down by the railway at Dolores Park. Requesting additional units. Look at dents. The station has seen better days. Touch it. The wall feels fragile. Maybe someone punched or kicked these dents in. Yeah, I was wondering. It's implied that apparently Lexi punches people who don't call her detective. Is she very violent? She seems very violent. I don't know. Should she be a police detective if she's so prone to violence? But then again, well, maybe so. Something police brutality. I don't know. So spoiled milk. Filling the holes and dents will not fix them. Why not? Do we have any use for this spoiled milk, by the way? We just have it in inventory forever. I think it's gonna be the last object we use, I think, at the very end of the game, somehow. Maybe. Or probably it's just gonna stay in our pockets forever. Desk. This old looking desk has a ton of paperwork on it. You technically already have a desk job. Alrighty. Can't get closer, you can be granted access. Will it ruin the one Disney's entire rundown station? Yes. Work is really piling up over there. Who's unfortunate job to organize all that? Well, maybe a ROM, maybe a robot. I think that whoever has to deal with that stack of papers might thank you for doing that, but paperwork has a tendency to respond to attacks like a Hydra. You would just get more paperwork. You get more paperwork to explain what happened to the last paperwork, you know? On top of the paperwork that you didn't do yet already, so probably not a good idea. An ED-64 police unit attends the front desk. Touch it. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea. Talk. Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, SighingSlider. How may I be of assistance today? I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out of assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way. You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care. Okay. She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with? Can you tell me why my friend's apartment is being cordoned off? I apologize, citizen, but I'm not authorized to comment on ongoing investigations. I will pass your concerns to the detective in charge. Is there anything else I can help you with? Yep. Anything you can tell me that's newsworthy? I am not authorized to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human interest topic. Perhaps you could look around there. Feel free to note the assistance of the Neo San Francisco Police Department in your article. Is there anything else I can help you with? No. Have a good day, Citizen Slider. I assume that's what the robots sound like, you know? Whenever there's like a custom name or something, it's highlighted. They just use like a default voice that just sounds completely cut off, disconnected from the actual sentence. Because that's how you slice it in, right? That's how you account for variables. Anything else to look at? I guess that's it. Nothing else. Here's my ID. You don't need to show your ID. It already knows. Do a facial scan. Here's some milk. Defacing police property is a very serious offense. Defacing a police robbery is even worse. Here's headphones. The chatter of the SFPD police stream fills your ears. Is this even legal? Yeah, we're kind of like breaking into the police radio, which I think you can do in real life. You can like buy something that does that for you, but like you shouldn't because it's illegal. You shouldn't do that. That will probably land you in jail if they find out what you do. If you try to break into their radio frequencies, I imagine it's not a good idea. GG Park. GG. Good game. GG. No re. What is this? You little robot. This is a public park roam. It roams its designated area to offer water and directions to tourists. It also takes donations. Wow. This is a cool looking road. I like this one better. Can I just throw out Turing and get this one instead? Alfie, I87 or I7. Why did I say 7? 83 rather. Hello, I'm Alfie, I83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water? Yeah. Sure thing. Please wait. Okay, here you go. Yeah, water. Amazing. Water levels. Okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the ROM recycling for the Greener Earth Foundation? This is you know, they give you some water and they guilt you to donate. Okay, fine. I mean, I don't have any money though. I'm too poor though. Fine. I guess I won't pay rent. Thank you so much. Originally built by the Herschel Spillman Company in 1914, this carousel is still one of the outstanding attractions near the children's playground. Amazing. Touch it. I don't think we have time to ride it, even though it looks fun. Spill some milk? No, just sometimes we don't get to use all our items. You know, sometimes limited to what we can interact with. Anyway, a quiet voice reads information from the carousel's history. Yes. Tree. Look at tree. I don't know how to say that. Ecliptus globulus, the Tasmanian blue gum. You know a lot about plants, huh? It's one of my favorite trees. The clean lines of the leaves and mottled patterns of the bark are interesting. Quite fun to paint, and it's a rather useful tree too. The oil in its leaves can be used as a medicinal antiseptic or a analgesic, boiled tea or used as flavoring in foods. Analgesic? Anyway. Even used as a fragrance for soaps. Many of the trees in this park are excellent specimens of the species. It's one of the only topics I permanently committed to my personal memory. Personal memory? Ah, yes. I don't actually store most information on my local memory. It's actually rather limited, and I have to be a bit choosy about what I keep. So, most of the information I utilize, I just pull off the meshnet where needed. It's like relearning things over and over again. I'm sure you would find it tedious, but I enjoy making sure my reference tables are up to date in my spare clock cycles. I mostly store things locally if they're of some critical importance to me, like information pertaining to personal memories or knowledge that would be helpful if I found myself disconnected from the net. Really, it's just like a computer. You put stuff in your hard drive, and you put some in the cloud, I guess. And these trees make the cut. Well, as I said, I keep things pertaining to my personal memory. It may seem insignificant, but without the information about Encyclopedus globulus, I lack critical details about my painting history and the local area, both of which I find important to my emotional development. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to know what's important and what isn't, but I fear losing parts of myself. So, Ecliptus globulus stays. Okay. You're cute. Kawaii. Kawaii koto. Of course I'm cute. The basic ROM form factor is designed to place us firmly outside of the uncanny valley. I can't imagine adoption rates for the technology would have been very high otherwise. I still think this one's cuter though. Anyway, I thought you painted abstract art. Oh, I do. However, I originally started by painting landscapes. My interest in the arts began through Bob Ross's work. Oh yes, Bob Ross. He was in like a big marathon of Bob Ross on Twitch. He was like a big thing for a while. And he focused on landscapes. This is like little trees. You draw little trees and stuff. It wasn't until recently that I moved on to other forms of composition. Bob Ross? The guy with the afro? Yes, have you heard of him? During my initial stages of mental growth, Hayden limited my media access to only educational programs. I had almost a century of public access television to review, and I stumbled upon Mr. Ross's excellent show, The Joy of Painting. Okay. It's just advertising the show. It's an old show though, so it's, He used an easy-to-learn oil painting technique, and I started to paint along with the episodes. Did you learn to beat the devil out of it? I also found his philosophical views compelling. He often used anecdotal stories from his life to illustrate his opinions. I respect the man quite deeply. I've committed all 403 episodes of the series to my personal memory. That's a lot of gigs. I don't know. That's a lot of video files in your personal memory. I think that's taking up like 90% of your hard drive. Assuming, well, I don't know how big the hard drive is, I guess, or I guess not really hard drive these days. It would be like an SSD. 2064, I don't know how the memory storage unit would be like, but I imagine it's a lot. Thank you for the information, Turing. Of course. Enough about the happy little trees. That's what he always says, happy little trees. You have to excuse me for chattering on like that. We'll have plenty of time to discuss things once we found Hayden. Alright. Have water. Look at the water. The 2064 Golden Gate Park Holiday Souvenir Glass. Refillable at any Alfie refreshment booth. Currently holding some cool, refreshing water. I already drank my tea, I guess. This is what I really want out of the bar. Just some cool, refreshing water. Touch. Hello, I'm Alfie, IA3. How may I help you? No, thank you. I already got some water. Alright, have a nice day. Here, put some water on you. Hello, would you like some water? Okay, there's no other interaction. Would you like some water? That's it. Have some milk. Are you trying to poison the water supply? Yes. Kill them all. Anyone who drinks water dies from the spoiled milk. You can't stick to this ROM with those. ID? You really don't have to show your ID. This little park ROM gives water for free. Amazing. Snack stand. A small snack stand in the middle of the park. The coffee there is actually really great. Apparently. Why spend credits on great yet expensive coffee when there's a park ROM giving out free water? That's what I'm saying. Who needs coffee? You just have water. It's very economical. So much to buy that you don't really need. I don't want to click on the lady, click on this thing. They say milk is a great way to ruin coffee. They also say using spoiled milk is even worse. What? Who are they anyway? It doesn't matter, but they make better decisions than you do. Oh, okay, that was just a continuation of that dialogue. I thought for some reason someone exploded or something. No. They're taking pictures of this thing, I guess? I don't know what that is. Who are you? Looks like he's taking a photo of his ROM. Oh, it belongs to him. Touch him. This isn't a park ROM, it's mine. Talk. Hey, could you take a photo of me and my adorably precious ROM? Thanks. My ID? Your photo says compared to my new ROM, it's an Apollo Mark 7 model. And by the way, the only reason I knew how to read the Roman numeral 7 is because of Final Fantasy 7. That's the only reason why I knew how to read that, and didn't take like 30 seconds to get that. Here's some milk, by the way. What is that smell? No. I'm assuming this casually dressed fellow is a rich snob, so he sounds like this because he's showing off his new ROM. It's very expensive. It's a new model, you see? Yes. Cute headphones. No excuse my new ROM though. Anyway, talk to you. Do you think I'd look nice in that hat? Sure, take it right now. Just like kill her and take the hat for yourself. No, not really. You probably just look ridiculous. Why are we so rude? We can be rude in so many occasions. Wouldn't hurt to try. I guess I'll take you shopping. I don't have any money though, so you better get a ROM job. You pay your own rent, buddy. You gotta use your own money because I'm not paying for your clothes. I really like that, or I really love that. Maybe it would look better in orange or green. Perhaps a mauve. Metal Gear. Meryl. Talk. Having a lot of mixed feelings about this whole wearing a hat on a breezy day thing. Because the animation. What's this? I can click on this? I click on this tree again. There's another tree apparently. And come this goblins, huh? Talk to tree. You try calling some birds, but they just fly away. Bye bye, birdie. Milk. Spoiled milk is not a very good fertilizer. ID. The trees probably doesn't care about who you are, but the birds might. Are they robot birds? Lovely nature sounds flood your senses. These headphones really are something else. These are really interesting headphones. Smart headphones. Very smart. Has some headphones. I don't think headphones go well with my hat. Guess that's it. Wait, why are we here again? We were supposed to meet up with the detective, right? He received his second registration nearly 10 years ago. That's over 70 years since his first reopening back in 1984. 1984? Isn't that like a book by George Orwell? The dainty circuit is missing underneath gets annoyingly fast. Hello? Maybe I'm the wrong part? Because this is the Golden Gate part, right? They mentioned that... The robot mentioned this is where Lex was. Am I? Again, this is... Point-and-click adventure games, even the easiest of them, still gets me confused because I thought I was supposed to be here. All there is this cute little robot. Is all there is. Can I talk to you? Hello, would you like some cool refreshing water? Sure, give me more. Already seem to have full glass. I'll just wait for you to finish it. Some people see the glass half empty. Some see the glass half full. Alfie sees yours is completely full. Alright, well, I gotta just drink some water, I guess? I don't know. Yum. I hit the spot. Give me another one. Water? Sure. Sure thing. Okay, here we go. Glass refilled. Water levels, okay. Please have a nice day. I wonder if you can like drink so much water that there's just no more water left. Water level, none. We have no more water. My purpose is fulfilled. Now I must self-destruct because I have no meaning in life anymore without water. I don't know what to do. What am I doing? Hello? Huh? There's no like move option, I don't think. I don't know where to move. There's just litter, I guess, flying around. I assume that's paper. We think paper will be rare though in the cyberpunk future. Nobody relies on paper anymore. Oh, here you go. Oh, that's so confusing. That's an arrow. Okay, I was looking for this. That's an arrow? I thought that's like a space between the shop and the tree. You know, it's like a puzzle piece. Like a missing puzzle piece or something. But no, that's actually just an arrow. You know, I wish it was more obvious. Like maybe I wish, you know, the game design 101, you gotta assume the player is a complete idiot. So like make it like glow or something, like it flash a little, that'd be nice, because otherwise it was hard to tell. I couldn't see that. Anyway, let's go over here. Alright. It was like blending in the background, I feel like. Anyway. Where's the Froyo stand? Oh yeah, it's the Froyo stand that was destroyed by the rogue ROM. This is Lexi, yeah, I know Lexi. Look around first. A broken beat-up froyo stand. You read about it in the newspaper. Yes, I did. Touch it. You can't get the froyo today. The entire stand was destroyed. Talk to the stand. The froyo stand wasn't activated by voice. ID? Beep. You just got charged for a cup of froyo. Man, my bills are gonna be bad. Because I accidentally just buy things I don't need. Apparently the RFID payment system isn't working despite the state of the stand. Whoops. Do it again. You're not get those credits back. Damn it. Destroy it. Do you know that froyo is not supposed to be made with spoiled milk? Because it's not, ever. I don't know what froyo... What is froyo, by the way? I'm not sure. I should know what froyo is. I mean, I assume it's some kind of dessert snack thing. Is it like ice cream, maybe? It's like yogurt. I don't know. Something like that. Or is it just a juice? I'm not sure. No samples, I guess. Tree, look at tree. Also known as to non-ROMs, that tree. Talk to tree. Bye-bye, birdie. The musical had its 100th birthday just a couple years ago. Water pump? This pump controls the flow of water to the park ROM. It's currently on, pumping strong. I wonder if we need to do anything with that. Okay, so the Alfie does have infinite water because it is connected to a water pump. I wonder what happens if we destroy it. If you want water, I'm sure that public park ROM we saw on our way can help. You can wield complete power over free refreshments. Amazing. Art studio. This is the Sharon Art Studio. Established in 1968, it is Neo San Francisco's largest public art studio with classes and workshops for all ages. Amazing. No time for our classes, there's a mystery to be solved. Quiet, likely on purpose, to not focus. Look at you. A very distraught owner of a very destroyed froyo stand. Look at Lexi. That's Detective Lexi Rivers. You met her through your sister a while back, but you haven't seen her in some time until today. One of the NSFPD's finest ROMs on assignment in the park. Hi. Hey there. Long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear, you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing? Blush? She's, don't rush on my account, just a man's life on the line. She's fine. What's with the froyo stand? I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone's calling Wonder Boy. Supposedly to be the hero of the people or something. I have no idea what smashing a froyo stand has to do with it. Wonder Boy. Is that like, was that reference to Astro Boy? I wonder. My guess is just a bunch of kids screwing around at night getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. The brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm going to do. It's not like I have real cases I can be working on, or actual criminals to be hunted down or anything. Well, that's what most police work is actually about. A lot of the time you're not working on like a homicide case or anything. It's mostly just things like these. If I know this is all they would give me, I would never have transferred. Why did you move anyway? I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I get to work some bigger cases. That's only how it is in TV shows. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends. What's the problem with you? Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history, have augments. Take your pick. You remind me though of a dot hack, like a typical dot hack character. Because of the eyes, the weird like eye things. So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help with whatever you got, Slider. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Hold on one sec, let me steal a break from this guy. I didn't get a chance. Oh no, okay. I was gonna talk to this guy too. I want to interact with this character later, but so fill me in. What's going on? An old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing. Ah shoot, that's no good. How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately, unless there's evidence of foul play. Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. I have enlisted Slider for his assistance. Me, Slider. It's always weird to read my name, I guess. It's not really my name though, it's my handle name. No one really refers to me as SighingSlider, at least in real life. So it's always just weird, I guess. We need your help if we're going to track him down. Damn. Alright then, I'll do what I can to open up the investigation. I can't guarantee that I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I sure can keep tabs on things for you. That's nice, but we need your help in a different kind of way. Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax. I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. Never trust the police, I guess. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you, NSFPD. Oh, for some reason I was like, why does that sound familiar? Because it reminds me of NSFW, you know, not safe for work. Anyway, an NSFW robot is stopping us, showing us a bunch of not safe for work stuff, so we're not allowed to do our work. It's not safe for work. Anyway, we're hoping you will be empathetic to our cause. You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh? I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise. Can you escort us to the department yourself? No way, not gonna happen. If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not. Well, that's why you're there, you know, to make sure we don't. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right. We can't wait a day, Hayden might not have that long. Look, I'm taking this seriously, and so should you. If Hayden is in the real danger, you bumbling after whoever took him is just gonna get you killed. I don't need that kind of crap on my conscience. You know I can handle myself, Lexi, you've been there. Sure you can, all the way up until you don't. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I lost too much playing fast and loose with this kind of situation back home. I have to handle this. Oh, okay. Lexi was once a loose cannon, but not so much anymore. I'll be careful, Lexi. I just want to help a friend. No. I'm sorry, but we're not going to do it that way. I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in the hornet's nest. Let me do my job. I don't want you to get hurt. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. Okay, time to get a laser bazooka, I guess. You know? I still care about you. Alright, here you go, Lexi. He's like, whatever, dude. You can't tell me what to do. No, I hear you. You better. I don't have a stick out my ass about regulations. But I'm not gonna send an untrained civilian to this alone, much less a friend. But let's split up for a bit. I still gotta finish up this Froyo thing. I'll call you about the case later, alright? Okay. I understand, it's bureaucracy and all that. Well, that didn't go how I hoped, but maybe it isn't a total loss. I have another idea on how to get us both inside the apartment. Good to hear, what is it? I'll need to get my hands on Detective Rivers' police identification badge. Okay. I could just detect its outline in the fabric of her jacket pocket. I'll need to be considerably closer to pull its near-field data. Isn't that illegal? This is illegal. We can't risk being too obvious. I'm sure you can come up with some way for me to scan it. I have faith in you. This is illegal though, and also we are like betraying Lexi's trust in us. Oh well. I wouldn't do this. I don't want to mess with the police. Literally the police. You know? Despite what you think about the police, you probably shouldn't mess with them yourself, because that's how you get locked up in prison.